Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 90th Minute. We are your hosts. Got Greg, Lucas, Woz, and myself, Liam, this evening. Rasta, Maddie, he might pop up later on during the questions, so keep an eye out for him. If you are new to the 90th Minute, please make sure you are subscribed on YouTube, hit like on this video, and comment down below. Get involved with our conversation. Check out the link in our bio for all of our social medias. If you're listening to us on audio apps, we greatly appreciate it. Make sure you're followed and subscribed wherever you may be listening to us. Boys, before we get into all the football coverage this week, we have to open up with the sad news of the departure of the legend that is Diego Armando Maradona, one of the greatest footballers of all time, the Argentinian legend. He's going to be a massive miss in the football community.
A guy that meant so much to the poor in Argentina, in Naples.
Oh my!
Yeah, he's definitely going to be missed by so many people. You saw tributes all over the last few days, and yeah, it's for many this is a tough thing to deal with.
Just the way 2020 has gone, taking legends left, right, and center, and of course it takes out one of the greatest footballers of all time. If not the greatest footballer to some. So
personally, to me, I think Maradona, I've always ranked him as number one of all time, just no matter his ability and what he's won. I don't want to open up that can of worms of who is the best, who is this, but ultimately, I Maradona is, to me, the most special footballer I've ever seen play. I know to the country of Argentina, he meant so much. You see the tributes, like Lucas said, you see the memorial, you see Napoli during their Champions League match and their tribute to him, all the professional footballers who have come out and given their statements, coaches. I think the football world all comes together whenever we lose someone like this stature. I mean, fortunately, we haven't lost anyone for a long time, but you know, he is right up there with the greatest of all time, and I think football will forever miss Diego Maradona. We are so lucky to have witness a player of his quality. May his legacy forever live on. Any final thoughts?
I think it's you can't really compare him to many players. I mean, I don't think we should open up, of course, who the greatest of all time. I think it's everyone's opinion. If you think Maradona's the greatest, that's perfectly fine. I think he has that right to be in that conversation.
I think we should just respect
the
quality that he brought to the game.
I mean. That goal against England, not the hand of God goal, the goal where he basically went through how many players?
Like 5 or 6, goal of the century.
The same goal that Messi decided to replicate, decades later. Yeah. So I loved watching little videos on TikTok of him and Messi playing together, and I mean, I think my final thoughts on this is that it's a shame that COVID is going on right now because I don't think he got the tribute that he would deserve, I guess.
I know in Buenos Aires they had, I think it was over 1 million people have come through to see his casket, which they said COVID does play a factor in how they can pay their respects. But I think Argentina is paying their respects to the legendary 100%. Man.
I would have loved to have proper fans in the stadium with all this going, to give him a proper tribute in Naples with all the fans. That would have been beautiful. Nice candlelight
outside the stadium. We saw their flares and everything, which was brilliant. But yeah, Maradona, I think I don't know if we'll ever see a player like Diego ever again.
Probably not. Not especially nowadays, where it's like if you make a mistake, you get crucified for it. If Maradona was playing nowadays, his social media would be all over him. But
he also just seemed like such a fun guy. I saw one video where he visited the Spurs dressing room. I don't know if it was before Champions League final. I can't remember, where he's telling Harry Kane and what to do. And I was like, this is awesome. So
yeah, he's a very charismatic man.
He's just a legend.
I want to watch the documentary that was released last year of him during his time in Napoli. Like, such a perfect combination of city and player at just the right time. And you could go talk about his World Cup victory. You could talk about what he did at Napoli, what he did for many poor people.
The fact that Napoli hasn't, won as big as a trophy since Maradona joined the club. I think they were winning European trophies because when he was that shows how big of an influence he had on that club. What else can I say? In Argentina, I think he played for Boca.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. There's one clip where he came onto the pitch and he was hailed as a god. Like that's how people refer to him.
That was his final time at La Bombonera. And
yeah, that was.
I know they've paid tribute to Boca, but yeah, I know a lot of the fans have said, when we saw him there last time, none of us expected that was going to be the last time that he came back to the Bombonera, which. Yeah, it's sad because no one expected someone to be losing Maradona at the age of 60.
No, definitely. Yeah, he did have health troubles, of course. And now people are expecting, maybe Messi next World Cup is going to lead Argentina and win it for Maradona. I mean, that would be nice. That'd be a storybook, that'd be beautiful, but I don't think Argentina's in that spot right now.
Football doesn't work that way always, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't always have a Leicester.
It would have been nice to, last World Cup, it would have been perfect for a Messi-Ronaldo quarterfinal, but that they both got eliminated in the round of 16.
I think ultimately the way we can summarize this all and wrap this little tribute up is the four of us and Maddie, from all of our viewers on TikTok and YouTube and Spotify and everywhere. Rest in peace, Diego Maradona. Thank you for everything you brought to the game. Thank you for bringing the level of football to the standard of which you expected, and we'll forever miss you. So thank you for being who you were, Diego. Yeah. Let's get into this week of football. Let's kick off the Premier League. We are going to start it off with the first game that was Spurs versus Chelsea. Big top of the table clash. It didn't have the goals in which we wanted and expected, but it's still a big spot and it was a big talking point. So let's break this match down.
I think it's just another top two teams going at it, and the match just ends up being disappointing. I think in the last couple of match days, we've had toe-to-toe games between top clubs, and they've just been 0-0s or 1-1s,
With this game, both teams didn't want to lose. You could see that right from the get-go, how they were set up. They didn't want to lose. Also, Spurs, I think, are the best defensive team in the league right now. And Chelsea's been one of the better defensive teams in the past, 6-7 games now. So,
I know. I was only able to watch the first half of this, unfortunately. I know Serge Aurier had a decent chance on net. It was saved rather comfortably by the keeper. Spurs look good. Spurs look good in the first 45 minutes, I want to say. Chelsea had their chances as well.
The first half, good. It was actually entertaining.
It wasn't
Second
too bad,
half.
Yeah. I think after those first 45 minutes, I think you expected there was going to be a couple goals in the second half, whether 1-1, 2-2 kind of thing. I know Chelsea had an opportunity where Ziyech crossed it back post for Tammy Abraham. He overcooked it just a little bit. I think both teams were good in the midfield. They were good at winning the ball back and driving forward. Neither club were brilliant in front of the net, though.
Yeah. I would say Chelsea in the second half were the better team. The thing is, though, it seemed like they didn't have too many plans or having trouble breaking down Spurs, because a lot of the time I just noticed them getting the ball to Reece James, crossing it in. He's a great deliverer of the ball, so it's not the worst plan in the world. But he actually had a lot of great crosses, but Tammy Abraham couldn't connect on 3 occasions, which was really shocking, honestly.
Yeah, he seemed a little isolated this game.
Yeah, still, he should have gotten better contact with the headers, especially on at least 2 occasions. And I feel like Spurs in the second half, I think they were okay with the draw.
Jose was 100% happy with the draw.
I was going to say, both managers kind of had their little talking points after. Jose's kind of quote was, neither club wanted to gamble. They both wanted to walk away with something. No one pushed each other. No one tried to change the tempo, the direction of the game. Everyone was thinking, one mistake, we get punished. That was what Jose said. On the other hand, Frank Lampard, he said the game went the way he expected. They didn't want to give Son or Harry Kane any chances. They were setting up to not be counterattacked, and they were happy with the clean sheet.
So second Harry Kane got the ball any time during that game, 2 or 3 Chelsea players just pounced on him.
Ultimately,
so he wasn't able to get away.
It's like Waz said, ultimately we're not surprised by this result. Majority of the time when these big games do happen, it is a very close affair. Because neither club wants to lose.
It's essentially played like a final, right? There's so much at stake.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, I think Spurs had a great opportunity in the final in the 90th minute. I think Lo Celso, he could easily threaded it forward, but instead I don't know what he tried to do. He just went over the bar.
Lob it over.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think they could have won it there, in my opinion.
Well, Chelsea could have won it too.
Chelsea should have won.
No, I mean, you're not wrong, but in that moment, it's the 90th minute. I thought that was just silly.
It was the 90th minute for Giroud when he tried to lob it over Lloris, but
True.
It went right at him.
It was a great opportunity on Giroud. Mason Mount actually had a nice chance too from distance.
Lloris made a fantastic
both goalies are great. I mean, Mendy in general for Chelsea since joining the club has been
Now
they've needed that stability in the back, and he's brought that.
Now, I'm not one to criticize facial hair. I know mine is really bad right now, but Mason's Mount's chin, whatever it is, I'd say it's a no from me.
Lucas, let me tell you, Lucas. You know what's interesting about that? You know what Mason Mount could use? He could use Manscaped. Welcome to our sponsorship. Great segment. Great try. Anyway, the 90th minute is proudly sponsored by the guys over at manscaped.com. Use code 90th at checkout for 20% off plus free shipping. With Christmas coming up, Black Friday just happened, Cyber Monday. Get your deals. Woz, give us a bit of a talk about the lawnmower.
Lawnmower 3.0, I don't have it on hand right with me at this moment. It's in my bathroom where it should be chilling,
Charging
but it's
on a USB docking port?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to use it eventually, It's starting to kind of grow a little bit, and I'm going to need to use my Lawnmower 3.0, which I love. I've stated before, it's one of the best products I've ever used, and I don't have to worry about hurting myself when, shaving my jewels.
Your balls, yes. Ceramic blades. You will not cut yourself. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you're essentially
7,000 RPM motor. It's got a light, man.
You're essentially polishing your jewels. Not only are you going to thank yourself, you're going to thank your loved ones. Or that loved one. Depending on what your preference is. But, yeah, it's fantastic. What can I say?
I know a lot of our viewers are maybe not of the age to use the Manscaped products, but I'm sure you've got older brothers, fathers, uncles, friends, whatever you want to say. Check it out, the website. Check out what is there. The products are all fantastic. And deals are great. Use our discount code 90th at checkout. Save a ton of money and treat someone that you care about to some fantastic male grooming products.
It's honestly the perfect package for Christmas. And if we have any ladies listening on the podcast and your boyfriend needs a trim, you get him a Manscaped product, okay? You tell him. Send him a message. Please.
I got the
fucking shave.
I got the crop preserver, which is the ball deodorant, and the crop reviver, which is the little spritz up spray.
You tried this.
I have. Let me tell you.
And how does it work?
In my day-to-day life, I walk a lot. In my job, I cover a lot of ground. I'm a big boy. I sweat. Let me tell you. This ball deodorant, the crop reviver, that is honestly fantastic. It is brilliant. It is so nice. It smells good. It smells real good. So I'm telling you, it's good. And the crop reviver, a little spritz up spray. You get home from work. Maybe you don't have time for a shower. A little good to go. You're out in the town. You're having a good time. Not right now, though. Coronavirus. Stay home. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Yes. Code 90th at checkout at manscaped.com. Let's get back to Sunday's matches. Let's talk about Manchester United, because, boy, that was exciting.
It was, no doubt.
Well, let's take it away.
Unfortunately, I did watch a bit of this game, but, I decided to sleep during this game. And look, I went to bed at like 2 a.m., okay? I had a long night. And anyways, essentially, because I wanted to, Lucas. Anyways.
Why are you questioning Waz's bedtime?
there are days where I'll wake up early for a game, and some days you're like, I just want to sleep. Anyways, back to the game. Yeah, no, I woke up at a point where it was halftime, and we were down 2-0. I'm like, I'm just going to sleep. I see where this game is going. I don't want to be on social media. And I wake up. And we won. And I'm like, glory, glory, Man United. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's, to be fair, Southampton are very dangerous on the set pieces. I mean, James Ward-Prowse, arguably one of the best set piece takers in the league. Great free kick, great corner, great header by Jan Banatic. So, I mean, am I surprised? No, definitely not. But to go down 2-0, it's the, I think it's fair to say it's the most dangerous lead in football, as it said. So, I was very happy to see Cavani get on the score sheet more than once. Came up clutch when we needed him. He's right now doing better than Martial.
Came on at halftime.
Bruno
completely changed it. Two goals and an assist. Yeah.
Bruno, of course, influencing the game as always. He's been probably our best player of the season. I can't complain. From what I have heard, United did play well this game. It wasn't one of those games where we just got lucky. Credit to Southampton, though. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you're celebrating a victory over Southampton." Yeah, they're 5th in the league. They're not doing bad this season.
Very good team right now.
Yeah, Danny Ings can always pop up the goal.
It ended very even if you look at the stats-wise. I mean,
definitely.
50-50 possession. You had 6 shots on target. Southampton had 5. It was honestly, it was a very even match. Look, Southampton are a good team. Don't get me wrong. I know it's Lucas's favorite manager in the Premier League, or Big Ralph Hasenhüttl.
That's not true.
But no, you like Jurgen a little bit more, but he's very.
He wasn't happy Hasenhüttl off the game. Obviously, I think I saw a quote and he's like, "Oh, they're celebrating like just won the league. You can hear them now." Yeah, we scored in the 90th minute. You don't expect us to be happy? Jesus, man.
I only have one question though.
Yeah.
De Gea came off at halftime, right?
Oh, did he?
He went off injured. He went off injured, and Dean Henderson did come on. I agree, Greg. I know you're going to say it. I completely agree. This could be the turning point in Dean Henderson's United career.
Yeah.
If he comes in and he does a rock-solid job, which we know he's capable of.
Will he hold on to that starting spot?
Yeah.
They'll just rotate.
I missed the first half because when I was watching the match while on my way somewhere in the car, I was like, why is Dean Henderson in net?
Yeah, I thought they just rotated him. I didn't know De Gea got injured, so I looked. I know nothing. But
yeah,
because he was the one who let in that free kick. He almost maybe that's where he injured himself. I'm not entirely sure because he kind of went.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm glad we got 3 points. We're doing better in the league. We're now in 8th, which is not bad. We're actually 3 points away from top 4.
Yeah, and you guys have a game
in hand. So the league's getting tight.
You're in the title race.
Are we in the title race? I mean, no, I don't want to say that. That would sound silly.
Pick up a few more victories and
you
can get beat.
Well, you have to give credit to Southampton for being 2-0 up at halftime. Their great performance. They did collapse ultimately, but credit to United, credit to Cavani.
Yeah,
good game overall.
These are the type of games that United need to win. Games against Southampton, because sometimes we overperform against teams like City last season. Obviously, Spurs and Chelsea haven't been ideal. And Arsenal. But I don't know. It's better than when we beat Brighton and we got a penalty after stoppage time.
Yeah.
I like coming back this way. This is much more enjoyable.
You actually scored some open play goals and
I don't feel Greg, we didn't score a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the right direction.
I was really annoyed because Southampton were up 2-0. I'm like, I can't wait for the podcast. Woz is going to be all salty, but no, they 3-2. It is what it is.
You blew it. You blew it.
Yeah, just eat shit.
Let's move on to the final match of Sunday, because
Arsenal versus
I enjoy
Wolves.
this. I enjoy this.
What?
It
Arsenal losing?
2-1. Yeah, it ends 2-1 Wolves over Arsenal. The Gunners. Their worst start to a Premier League since I believe it was 1981. I want to say. 1981. That is the truth. They are currently 14th on 13 points. I loved the best quote so far of the Premier League season was Roy Keane after the game. He goes, I think Arsenal might have just enough to stay up this season in the Premier League. I was like, yes, Roy, get into them.
To be fair, Arsenal are well ahead of relegation right now. The bottom teams are really bad.
They're not a million miles. The bottom 5 are crap.
Watch what you're saying. Hey,
but
watch it.
What Arsenal? What is happening? What is going wrong at the Gunners?
It's the same problem we've been seeing week in and week out. Who is going to create the goals for this side? There's nothing going on. Teams can just defend well through the middle and force them out wide, and crossing. And when they cross the ball, they can't even beat the first man, whether it's on a corner kick, free kick, or just a regular cross. It's just.
Of course, you know what happened with Nicolas Pepe last week, so he's not here. Willian just looks.
He's
not the same at all. He's just.
like Chelsea fans
dunzo.
knew what Arsenal were getting. You might get a good game once every 9 matches, but you're gonna get a below average to average winger most of the time.
Aubameyang, like, doesn't get the quality chances that he should. But there's a couple times where he actually, like, I think when Reece Nelson came on.
Yep.
And he had a great ball into the box, and Aubameyang just didn't go for it, like, at all. So
I just want to point out, if you look at Arsenal's starting 11, in that midfield especially, you have Willian, Willock, and Saka. And then you got Ceballos and Xhaka. So
it doesn't
actually,
scream.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna actually apologize for this, that we didn't talk about Raul Jimenez and.
We're still gonna get to that. Don't worry.
I mean, that happened at the beginning of the game.
I was gonna get into Jimenez because Wolves only had 2 shots on net all game, and they did score both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the starting striker for Wolves, Raul Jimenez, with a nasty head injury. He is okay. He is in hospital. He's doing all right. He did clash with David Luiz. It was not a pretty sight. He was unconscious for a while. But yes, he is doing okay. So wish you all the best, Raul Jimenez.
Yeah, and I don't get why David Luiz didn't get subbed off right away either. You could see during the match there was blood coming from his head.
And that's what they were saying. It's like, so they're checking like Jimenez for concussion protocols and everything. Shouldn't they be checking David Luiz for that and everything?
100%.
Like forcing him off?
Actually, according to Mikel Arteta, they did all the tests for David Luiz and he was completely fine. Although they're really worried for Jimenez, it looked really nasty. We would love to send him our best wishes and love him. That's from Mikel Arteta, so Craig, he's good.
I mean, Luiz was bleeding though. Still, that's kind of a worrying point. But yeah, I mean, it was a scary incident on the pitch. We never like to see that. But yeah, to get back to Arsenal, Aubameyang's not scoring and Arsenal aren't winning. It's that simple. It's a simple formula. It's A equals B.
We said
how many goals does Aubameyang have right now?
Let me check for you, Lucas.
1.
I mean,
does he only have one? Is it just the one goal against Fulham?
The penalty, yeah.
Well, did you just call Greg Lucas?
Fulham, just shut up.
I think does he have 2 then? Because I think he scored a penalty.
Yeah, he scored a penalty. So then he's got 2 goals.
Yeah, he's got 2 goals and assists.
So Gabriel scored this game.
His penalty was actually Arsenal's goal of the month.
Against United.
Yeah. Yeah, a penalty was their goal of the month. Yeah.
All right, that's their only goal?
Anyways, my point is Gabriel, their new defensive signing, has the same amount of goals as Aubameyang right now. So
yeah.
Well, and I was when I was pointing at the starting 11, I'm like, when I look at this team, I don't see much creativity coming from the midfield. I mean, I know Saka has talent.
I don't see any standout players.
Ceballos, Xhaka, like you're gonna really expect Bruno-like performances or KDB-like. I mean, obviously it's a stretch. But
I'm looking at the ratings on BBC right now of the players. Rob Holding got rated 3.2 out of 10.
Oh, he came on later at halftime.
Yeah, okay, so Danny Ceballos, 3.1 out of 10. This team is all in the threes. Granted, Aubameyang was rated 2.4 out of 10.
Well, I don't know.
That's shocking.
I don't know how to judge BBC's ratings. Obviously, those don't sound good. But realistically, like when you say you drop Ozil for footballing reasons, and you look on the footballing, I know you guys bash Ozil saying he's not good or anything like that, but when you just drop him from your 23-man squad for footballing reasons, and you have a side here who's struggling to create goals.
Yeah. Ozil could be exactly what they need right now in that squad.
Obviously, they want players to be working hard. Ozil doesn't track back all the time, but
no.
He'd probably be doing better now than anyone else in this squad.
Well, I'm looking at the starting 11 of Arsenal, and I'm looking at the bench even. There is no creativity on that bench. I mean, you got Mohamed El Neni, you got Eddie Nketiah, Nelson. That's not. I mean, Lacazette. Just sell him to whoever the hell wants to take him off your hands at this point because he's not doing anything. Send him to Celtic. We'll take him. Arsenal, I'll give you Hudson Edward in part exchange for Lacazette.
Do you really want that?
It's a tire fire, Greg. I don't want anything. I'm not even. I'm gonna start supporting Hamilton Academical at this point. My club's a joke.
You gotta give some praise to Wolves though. Adama did well to cross the ball in for the first goal that ended up as a rebound, and I think it was Nato who scored. Then on the second goal, where Pedens got to the rebound, he flicked it over the slide tackle over Gabriel. I thought that was quite clever and that created the second goal.
Yeah, and then slotted it.
I like how Wolves. So Jimenez got injured in the 15th minute, so they subbed on a guy. Then they subbed off the substitute in the 78th minute. So this guy's only on for half the game. So yeah, he just go on and come back off.
He's 18 to be fair. He's fairly new to the team.
And I thought he did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, he's quite raw, but maybe he can develop into a great player. They paid like 30-something million for him.
Mm-hmm. No, but he supposedly has a lot of talent, so we can see what happens there. Should we move on to the Saturday matches?
Yeah, we might as well.
Let's be very quick with Saturday matches. Hold on. Let's start off really quick with the game that nobody cares about. West Bromwich Albion beat Sheffield 1-0. Congratulations. Shit beat shit. There you go. Done. Easy.
I was hoping for a draw.
Manchester City absolutely smashes Burnley 5-0. Frankly, this could have been double digits if Manchester City actually decided to do well and actually score more goals. Credit to Riyad Mahrez. He becomes, I think, that's not enough. Credit to Riyad Mahrez. I think he becomes the 5th or 6th ever African player to score 100 Premier League goals. Jeez. Good for Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, I just want to, you know how like during the thing with City Liverpool game where I was just giving a lot of crap to Riyad Mahrez.
You mean City Spurs? Wait.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Spurs. Anyways, I take back what I said. He's a very talented footballer, obviously.
Yeah. What was with you that you felt like you were in like a mood?
Yeah, I probably was in a mood.
This is just kind of what Man City does, though. When they're on their game, they can absolutely destroy teams, and when they're off their game, they just look dog shit.
Burnley looked so poor, though. Burnley looked so bad.
I mean, Burnley's just been pretty. It's not there this season yet.
Let's move to Leeds versus Everton. It ended 1-0 Leeds United. Huge win for them. Everton started the season so red hot. Everyone thought they were title contenders. I said they weren't. Recently. I am correct.
I mean, people who said they were title contenders were definitely like overstating.
They're drinking the sauce, that's for sure.
Drinking the sauce.
I thought this match was quite sauce right now. I thought this match was quite good, like pretty back and forth. Both sides creating good chances, but it was Leeds who finished it.
Hold on,
well, this is what I was saying before. This is what I was saying beforehand. Leeds just bring in like exciting football right now. Whoever they play against, it's just a back and forth attacking game. It's exciting.
Wrong.
Is Maddie sponsored by Nike? He's got his Nike shoes on display, wearing the Nike shirt. Like what's going on here, Maddie? Does the 90th Min have another sponsorship deal that we don't know about?
No, just me.
That's a
Rasta,
Nike app.
sponsored by Nike.
Rasta.
Just do it.
I got the old Nike kit.
Oh, they're so dirty. You should clean them first.
Back to Leeds, though. Leeds are very exciting to watch. I do like their play style. I love their manager. Everton were all right. They had moments where they probably should have scored. I mean, James Rodriguez did score, but it was ruled offside. Lucas, it's simple. It's James Rodriguez and James Milner, okay? Get it right. Figure it out.
Shut up, man. Shut up. This is why people say we know nothing.
Fuck you, Roberto Lewandowski.
No, people say we know nothing because I want to have fucking dinner with Shaq.
Because we're Yanks.
In reference to those guys who maybe don't follow us on TikTok or don't have TikTok, we made that one video where we talked about the players you want to go with a pine for, and because Matt mentioned Shaq first, apparently Matt doesn't know football, and we don't know football because we mentioned a basketball player.
Anyone who knows Shaq, which I guess people in Europe don't know who Shaq is, he's a pretty nice guy, yeah.
If you don't have TikTok, you're not following the 90th Minute on TikTok, do it and just read the comments because they're really funny. Like there
are some funny comments. Like a lot of people think Liam looks like the guy from 21 Jump Street.
Jonah Hill.
I got told I looked like Ozil for the longest time.
Well, that we just call you that. That's just us.
No.
Even comments on TikTok. Yeah,
it came from the comments. No one ever said that before TikTok.
Are we done with the match, actually?
Yeah, let's just move on to the last match of the weekend.
I mean, Rafinha scored first goal for Leeds. Good finish.
He looked
Leeds
good.
is still in 12th. Good 3 points. Everton's 7th. Not the hottest run of form recently. 1 win in their last 5. I mean, they've had injuries. I can't blame them. So
I mean, everyone's
injuries
getting
will
injuries.
do that to a team.
It was very sad to see Carlo Ancelotti crying at the beginning of the game. I did not like that. Carlo is it's like the Premier League father. You don't want him ever sad.
I guess. Sure, man.
He's just
a year.
No, but he's just such a nice old man. Like he's just nice.
There's a lot of old men in it.
What has Carlo done wrong to anyone ever? Like,
not a damn thing.
Let's go talk about the bottle jobs that are Liverpool.
Oh, that's harsh.
I'm not gonna call them bottle jobs because they're in an injury crisis. So
Liverpool.
Yeah, they don't have a second. They have a defensive line.
Yeah, this game was wild in terms of VAR and penalties and offsides.
Lucas, take it away.
Yeah, so this match Liverpool started well first 15 minutes, I thought. But then after that, Brighton started actually press Liverpool high, win the ball, keep possession well, and they're looking like the better side. But then they also had Connolly. He had a chance to one-on-one, missed the net. I think they had another chance they missed, and Neil Mopai had a penalty, which Trent's replacement, Nico Williams, tripped him up, unfortunately. But Neil Mopai, the man known for the crying celebration against United, missed the net.
Yeah,
I think
that guy's a bitch.
I think he got injured taking the penalty because he got subbed off a few minutes later.
Fucking Muppet.
Wow.
Around the, I think, 35th minute, Bobby Firmino played a great ball in behind, and Mo Salah scored the goal. But according to VAR, the slightest of offsides. So the match remained 0-0. Both sides definitely were trying to play in behind each other quite often, like a lot of direct balls. But it was 0-0 going to halftime. Liverpool scored first in the 60th minute in the second half. But Brighton weren't giving up, but after that goal, they were a little bit wishy-washy. Liverpool got another goal ruled off because of VAR, of course. I mean, that one was fair enough. And then in the 90th minute, Robbo goes to clear the ball. Man like Welbeck taps the ball. Robbo...
That guy Welbs.
Yeah. Robbo misses the ball, hits Welbeck. Welbeck keeps walking, then about 2 seconds later, goes down to the ground. Then ref's like, I will check VAR.
It was a foul.
And it's a foul. I mean, fair enough. It's a foul. And it gives a penalty. And
right.
I was not very happy. And they scored the penalty 1-1. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down one thing at a time. Let's break it down one thing at a time. Let's start with the first incident. The first goal taken off by VAR, Mo Salah's goal. Very close. VAR did overturn it. Are we all in consensus? Yes, it was offside.
The one where it was like just a centimeter off.
Very, very close. The
thing is, like,
that was silly.
The ball's still at the guy's foot when they do the freeze frame. That's like my only complaint with that. It's complaint with post VAR calls in general.
Yeah.
I hate the close VAR calls. I like when VAR
worst.
is actually used when the guy is like frickin' 10 feet offside and they beforehand that was actually a goal.
Check
I like it when it's like that.
Every millimeter counts, bro. Or you need every millimeter, you know.
So to keep this ball moving.
My elbow's
Second
offside.
Shit. Sadio Mane's goal taken off by VAR.
I mean, that one, yeah.
Consensus, yes, that was okay. Yeah, the actual foul, Robertson on Welbeck, where he kicks him. Do we agree that was a foul?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Kind of a bitch foul, but yeah.
A little bit. So to talk about that foul.
Liam, about that foul though. What annoyed me was the consistency, because we see many times where players get fouled in the box, they don't go down, but the ref doesn't give a penalty. Here, Welbeck didn't go down initially, and they finally gave a penalty. What I'm complaining about is the consistency from the referees, which is just.
So I know your captain, big old Jay Hendo. His words were. He wants to see VAR completely done with. He doesn't want it in the game anymore because he wants the clear and obvious. Was that penalty clear and obvious to be looked at and overturned? That's up for debate, and I know Liverpool and Henderson, they have a bias, of course, that they feel they were very hard done by in this match. 2 goals taken off and a penalty given at the very end.
To be fair, though,
it's giving up real reasons. I mean, I know that was a foul.
I can see. You don't think it was a foul?
It was soft.
I agree. Very soft. I'm very 50-50. I mean, you hit the guy's foot. It's a penalty.
We've seen softer penalties, to be fair.
But to be fair, that's up there. I agree with Liam. I'm 50-50 because I can see why it was a penalty, but I couldn't see why. Well, come on.
Well, just because there's contact doesn't mean it's a foul, though.
Unless if it's
exactly. I think Matt's got a point.
A lot of contact and penalties given. To be fair,
as far as I'm concerned, is Welbeck wasn't. So, if that wasn't a clear opportunity for Welbeck, I don't think it should have been a foul.
That's I like the way you put that.
To move it on
to
the other side of the. To move it on to the other side of the Liverpool issues with the Liga at the moment, yet more injuries piling up for the Reds. The big ol' James Milner, he's off for a hamstring injury. And even on Brighton side, like I say, they lost Neil Maupay, and they also lost Adam Lallana. He's only on the pitch for 8 minutes.
He was just coming back from injury.
Yeah, that's just Adam Lallana in a nutshell there.
Honestly.
And then, Klopp has been complaining about the fixtures, not just for his side, but for every side in the Premier League. Chris Wilder said that Klopp was being too political. And then Klopp goes out saying,
whining and complaining.
Yeah, because Klopp was complaining about the time they had to play at because they just had a Champions League match on Wednesday, then had to play the first Premier League match at 5:30 when there was other options to play at different times later in the day at the very least. And at the latest kickoff time, Chris Wilder was playing, and Klopp was like, "All right, Chris Wilder, you got the later kickoff time, and you have 1 point."
Yeah, I mean, I know. We talked about this before with not only the 5 substitution rules, but the differences in scheduling and everything there. So I'm not going to get into that debate again because that took half an hour last time.
I don't have that kind of time tonight, boys.
Liverpool definitely have injury crises going on. They need to find players somewhere.
We need defenders and midfielders
at the moment.
We're running out.
January's coming. January is coming, and I'm sure you will.
We're gonna get more injuries, man. We're gonna have to rush Hendo back. We're gonna have to rush everyone else coming back, and they're probably gonna get injured again.
Maybe Jurgen Klopp needs to look at his own training and everything like that, and be like, hey, maybe we need to switch something up because obviously something is not working at Liverpool at the moment.
Well, Liverpool are getting the high extents of the injuries, but other clubs are getting injuries as well.
100%, 100%, but maybe it's time that he goes, hey, we need to really reduce our training or something because it's not working for us.
Realistically, they're not really training as much as they should be because there's so many matches, though. That's the thing.
I'm talking intensity.
We don't know how it works.
Klopp did say in an interview, but they need to rest, train, train, match, and when there's less days of rest between matches, there's less time to train.
It was a huge result, though, for Brighton. That's a huge point for them to go and get a point off Liverpool. You got to give them massive credit for being in the game, defending well. I mean, they only gave up a total of 2 shots on target against Liverpool, which is fantastic for Brighton.
I think they deserved a draw. They were pretty good.
Yeah, they did. 100% they did. For Liverpool, I mean, ultimately it's very early on still. I mean, you are technically top of the table at the moment, 21 points.
Well, Spurs is top.
As at the time of the game, they were top of the table. But yeah, you're back where you're currently second. Goal difference only. You're still in a good position relatively. You're still doing all right in the Premier League.
Considering they're doing pretty good.
All right, let's move on.
Quickly mention the Friday match.
Oh yeah.
Newcastle did beat Crystal Palace 2-0.
Lol.
Cool.
Good job, Newcastle. The Toon.
Yeah, and just to go over a brief rundown of the schedule before we hop in. Spurs are still first with 21. Liverpool tied in points with 21 in second. Chelsea third. Leicester fourth. Southampton fifth. Wolves.
Leicester do play Fulham. Leicester do play Fulham on Monday.
Yeah.
And West Ham host Villa.
Villa
West Ham
in
Villa's
ninth.
a big game. That's
Yeah.
a big game. There's good points there. Leicester, Fulham. Good luck. Good luck, mate. Good luck.
City are in 10th. Arsenal 14th, not looking pretty. And the bottom table are Burnley, Fulham, and Sheffield, who have 1 point. Sheffield looking very shit.
Yeah, Sheffield is
And just also...
not the Sheffield United from
Yeah.
last year. That's for sure.
Top goal scorers right now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin currently has 10 goals. Hunman Son, 9.
My
Vardy
guy.
in third with 8. Mo Salah in third with 8, tied with Vardy. Bruno Fernandes, 7 goals. And you got Callum
Pronounced
Wilson in
that
the
wrong.
mix.
How
It's
many
not-
of those are pens?
It's not Fernandez. It's Fernandes.
It's
Bruno
a good
Fernandes.
mix because he does both.
Probably like 4 or 3.
Probably just as much
One
as
thing
Dominic
though,
Calvert-Lewin.
speaking of goal scorers, Joe Linton did score in this match, guys.
Call the police. Something is obviously wrong.
All right, where are we going next?
Where are we going, boys?
Lucas, you want to
Can we-
choose
Can we go to a weird league this next?
I
what,
mean,
the Scottish League? Oh,
No,
Ireland?
No. Germany.
Liam, why don't we
Germany was weird this week.
I mean, Dortmund lost. What else?
Dortmund lost. I mean, there was just some weird results.
I mean,
Damn, I
not
thought you were gonna
really.
talk about Celtic.
Seems like,
We'll get onto Celtic later. Don't you worry.
seems like
Greggy.
a bang average week in the Bundesliga. You
Except
know?
for the Friday
I mean,
match. The
Dortmund
Friday
lost
match was
2-1
good.
to Cologne.
Yeah, but Dortmund always take the odd loss against the lower side.
They do.
Did Holland score in that game at
RB
least?
No, he missed an empty
No.
net.
That's
No,
not.
only-
That is a
Thorgan
weird.
Thorgan Hazard scored. On that Saturday as well. I mean, interesting result. Leipzig only beat Armenia 2-1. Armenia's a weird team this year. I don't know what's going on there, but something's happening.
Gladbach.
Bayern
Schalke.
did win 3-1 over Stuttgart.
Stuttgart
Thomas Muller was one of the greatest quotes of all time after that game. He said, "The British always say Kino on a windy night in Stoke. It wasn't windy, and Stuttgart's not Stoke, but it is what it is." Thomas Muller is just something else, honestly.
To be fair,
such a jab, dude.
Stuttgart were pretty good in that match. I thought they were a little unlucky not to score a bit more, but
Yeah.
Bayern.
And then, yes, Schalke. Schalke is shit. We know this. They lost 4-1 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Waz's boys are smashing clubs out here.
Smash Schalke. There's a lot to say. It's a club at this point.
Quickly to take a look at the Bundesliga table. Bayern are on top.
Yeah.
Of course they are. They're
Oh,
on 22
shit, really?
points.
No way.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know.
Yeah, and
Schalke
that's
are
nuts.
bottom.
Yeah.
Schalke are bottom.
I mean,
Negative
the
wow,
22 goal
really?
difference.
No
Yeah.
way, dude.
the goal
It's
scoring
amazing.
race is nice. Lewandowski with 12 and Haaland with 10. So Andre Silva's been doing well this year with 7 goals. Thomas
What part
Muller,
of that goal
6
scoring
assists.
race is surprising at all.
Well,
Wow.
There's
I
no
mean,
Timo
Haaland?
Werner there anymore.
No,
No
this
Timo
is-
He's in
Werner
a different
anymore.
league.
well, there's 4 players tied with 7 goals. Jesus Christ.
All right, let's move on.
Where would you like to go next?
Yeah,
We
let's
won.
go.
Italy.
Yeah, let's talk about Barcelona.
Oh, sure. We'll go beat
Italy.
Barcelona.
We now have a positive win-loss ratio. Good job, guys.
Good job. 4-0 over Osasuna. Good job.
Yo, I'm
Lionel
gonna say,
Messi with a fantastic tribute to Diego Maradona. Pulled off
beautiful.
his Barca kit for Newell's Old Boys jersey. You'll love to see that.
And Griezmann,
But,
although he's still shocking, scored a banger. Absolute. What was the celebration? He didn't do that celebration. What celebration? he
No,
did?
but that's just the
He
Griezmann
was
celebration
like
to
some-
me.
He was doing some like weird shit. I don't know.
A double
But-
L.
I thought double L. He just
Yeah,
couldn't
double L.
decide what direction to face. That was a banger though. It was sick. It was a sick goal. Martin Braithwaite scored.
But no, it's good. Yeah, Martin Braithwaite's
OG.
on goal scoring tear recently.
Who
Are
needs
you
more?
Ultimate-
more optimistic about
ultimately-
Barcelona now, Matt, or are you still?
No,
This is-
we're 4, 2, and 3 right now. We're fucking shit. Okay, don't
But
get it
this is
twisted.
big though. This is big because Real Madrid lost. They lost
Yeah, bro.
2-1 to
They're shit
Alaves.
too.
They are bad. They're very bad.
The
Yeah,
goal
the
Courtois
table
gave. Oh
is-
my gosh. just kicks
And
it right to
Hazard got
Sosa.
injured again. Hazard got injured again.
Yeah, who cares? It's nothing
The
really
man's just
surprising.
a walking injury at this point.
Yeah, very unfortunate for him. But Atletico Madrid continuing
Yeah,
their
let's go. Take it away, Lucas.
La Liga form's continuing. They are back to their best defensive selves. They won 1-0 over Valencia. And, I mean, although Valencia kind of got rid of half their squad over the summer. But Atletico Madrid, second place right now, but they have 2 games in hand around most of the teams around them right now. They're not losing games. They're not conceding goals. And they're scoring.
They haven't lost a game.
Was
technically.
2 goals conceded in 9 games is actually insane.
do you remember? I believe it was last week. I believe Maddie was giving you shit because your club was mid-table.
Yeah.
What position are you guys in the Premier League at the moment?
8th.
Yeah. Barcelona are 14th.
No, they're not.
No, we're
No,
not.
they're not.
What are you reading? Liam?
Yeah,
What the hell?
Has your
I
BBC
think
not
this-
updated again?
This is why you don't do the BBC.
Our badge doesn't have green
As
or
it
white on it.
stood. Why is this? I don't know what's
Bro, they're in 7th.
See, this is why people think we're fucking stupid, because we have one idiot.
It's-
One
I don't know
big
what's
ginger
going
idiot.
on, man. I don't
Unbelievable,
know
bro.
what's happening.
Bro,
Why
our
is
team,
it on the Champions
Bro.
League? It was on La Liga 2 seconds ago.
bro, our team is bankrupt, bro. We're still higher than there, bro. What do you mean? We're
You said
fucking
you're in the
bankrupt.
Champions League. You can't get
We're
14th in the Champions
bankrupt,
League.
bro.
It
You don't
was-
we don't even have money. Yeah? You have money. You couldn't even sign
What
Jane
is-
Sancho. Shut your bitch ass up. He was shocking.
It's like a
Wait,
I
Waz
don't
is like complaining about Liam, Matt's complaining about Waz, and Liam's just complaining.
He's just talking out of his ass. I'm
I
just
was
saying.
on the La Liga table. I clicked refresh, and it brought me to the Champions League groups. I don't understand.
Well, what part of Champions
How did you get
League are you gonna get
14th from there?
14th from, bro?
It said as it stood, they were 14th after their loss because the other games hadn't been played.
Mate, look at Liam. Do me a favor. Just use Google. Google has everything. It has just type in the Premier League, and you get the table. Okay, just use Google.
I apologize for.
Don't use the BBC.
Inconvenience.
What do you? Okay.
Okay, Barcelona are 7th on 14 points.
But
Yeah,
Matt,
they're
as the La
mid-table
Liga
still.
supporter of Barcelona, are you worried about Atletico Madrid
What about Atletico Madrid doing what?
winning the La Liga?
Winning?
Winning the league?
I don't give a fuck who wins La Liga. It's not gonna be us. It's not gonna be Real Madrid. And if none of us win, I'm cool with whatever. If
Can
we're
we
shit,
also
as
see
long
that
as
winner?
they're shit,
'Cause
I'm straight.
I hope so.
Vibing with Sociedad.
I think
Well, can you
Sociedad.
actually see that they're in first place?
Well, yeah,
Yeah!
they're arguably one of the most slept-on teams in Europe right now.
I mean,
I
potentially.
most teams that aren't
So-
top in like the top big teams are usually slept on. To be fair, but
Yeah, I've always said, Sociedad, watch out for them.
I bet
Have
When
you?
have you ever said that?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, he has the ball, man. He's carrying
oh my
them.
gosh! Let's move on to
Neither.
Serie A very quickly. Some big results for certain
Italia.
sides this weekend.
And beautiful scenes with Napoli as well for Maradona.
Insigne's free kick, paying tribute.
Yeah.
Well,
Love to
obviously that's his club, bro.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, credit to Messi. Also, he had a nice tribute to Maradona.
I
where
said
then
that.
He said
Liam
I said
mentioned
We
that.
Oh,
talked
did I?
about
I'm
that,
sorry.
man. Like 5 minutes
Liam, your
ago.
connection's so bad that I sometimes I
No,
miss
don't
you.
blame the connection because we all heard it.
Oh, speaking of connection, though, Liam is getting his internet finally fixed for viewers, so it'll actually be better.
I'm trying,
No.
boys. I'm trying.
Well, Matt get his internet
I-
fixed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Maddie's isn't great
We're
either.
gonna
Don't
stop
give
shit.
me
We're on
all the
this-
shit.
We're on the same internet, bro. It's just this bum ass PC, fam.
Oh, fair
Bro,
enough.
I just got my scholarship monies in, fam, though, so don't worry.
Ooh,
Smart mans get big computer.
let's go. But let's not talk about the behind the scenes. Let's talk about Serie A. Napoli 4-0 victory over Roma, incredible. And then
Yeah.
AC Milan continuing their great form, top of the table, 2-0 victory over Fiorentina. Lazio, big loss to Udinese. Juventus, they drew Benevento. Ronaldo misses one match because he
Good.
needs a rest. They don't win.
Why does he need a rest?
Oh.
What has he been doing? What
Good.
is Ronaldo
Good.
doing?
I mean,
carrying Juventus. What do you mean?
Yeah.
By
I mean, yes, but
Like-
I mean, you're Cristiano. Just keep doing what you do. If
those, like-
39-year-old Zlatan can carry, you can carry as well.
and Morata got a red card in the 97th minute.
That's
That
good.
So AC Milan's just
Atalanta.
actually been pretty good in general. Juventus is shit
Atalanta
without
lost.
Ronaldo.
I mean, they're fourth.
Dude, Inter Milan and AC Milan are top 2. This is some shit I could get behind. Look at that.
2007, baby, we're back.
Honestly,
We're
yeah,
back,
mid-
bitch.
2000s.
Yeah, Inter Milan, they
I
defeated
mean,
Sassuolo
Sassuolo's
3-0.
being there is kind of weird, but, it's whatever.
And finally, Atalanta, after beating Liverpool midweek, they lose to Hellas Verona, who is an underrated side in Serie A, to be fair. So, interesting results all around. Hopefully we get a new Scudetto winner this year.
Genuinely, do we genuinely think AC Milan can go on to win Serie A?
I still think Juventus is going to win it.
I do as well, honestly.
Come on, bro.
It's not like they're that far behind.
No.
They're only 6 points behind, but they haven't been playing well at all. And
No.
As long as AC Milan can keep up the form. It also depends how far Milan goes in
We
Europa
are
League.
also all forgetting that Juventus currently have a manager who's been a manager for like not even 6 months. Pirlo's just there doing whatever Pirlo does. Like, could this be a lack of experience from the manager?
What do you mean? Cristiano Ronaldo's a manager, isn't he?
No, he needs a rest. He's having a nap on the sidelines.
Yeah, he was managing.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has managerial experience. He helped manage Portugal for like a game in 2016.
for 15 minutes.
I'm not even sure if he was managing that game. He was just yelling at people from the top of his fucking lungs.
Yeah, but yeah, Serie A, you got to keep an eye on that league. It could be a entertaining ride.
Yeah.
Before we get into questions, let's talk about the fight night last night.
Actually, we got Celtic.
Jake Paul! Oh, God, please, no.
Yeah, Liam, I want to hear it.
Yeah, let's talk about Celtic.
Why?
Then we can...
We're out of the cup.
This-
We're out of the
Ah.
cup. We lost 2-0 today to Ross County. Yeah, that big, formidable European giant Ross County. Yeah. Ultimately, Celtic are shambles at the moment. Like, for weeks, the fans have wanted Neil Lennon to get sacked. They're not playing well. The results are not there.
I allow you to go on your phone. This is going to take a while.
Well, no, because the players are just not playing well. I mean, Utsen Edouard doesn't want to be there, it seems. Christopher Ayer doesn't want to be there, it seems. Shane Duffy looks like he might be 84 years old the way he moves on the pitch. Where actually, there's a lot of talk of us canceling his loan move in January. He's our most expensive player at the moment, and he's sitting on the bench because he's playing so poorly. So we're right. Send him back to Brighton because I mean, really, what will we lose? But
we'll
our board keeps going. No, Neil Lennon's the man for Celtic. He believes in the club. He's a club legend. That's very nice, Neil Lennon. You're a club legend. I agree. You did so well when your first term in charge. But since your first term in charge, you failed at Norwich. You failed at Hibs. You failed as a manager multiple times. Maybe Neil Lennon's not a great manager. He just had a damn good team. He had players that are scattered all around the Premier League for a time. He had players who were going to World Cups. I mean, he had a very good team. Plus, Rangers, let's be honest, they had Elad Diouf. They weren't that good at that time. They were not great. So, Rangers, I give full credit to Rangers. They are playing fantastic at the moment. They have a very young manager, but he seems to be doing well. He's grown the club well. He's brought in players that he can develop, and he seems to be doing a good job. Steven Gerrard deserves credit. But Celtic are poor at the moment.
So
they're playing terribly. They have no passion. They have no energy to them. They have no play style, it seems. After today's loss, there's a handful of 1,000 Celtic fans that tried to get into Celtic Park.
I heard about that.
Yes, they showed up at the stadium to protest, and they broke down a gate, and they were throwing the gates at the police officers, and they were trying to get into Celtic Park. Riots are happening in Glasgow, and that's not good, of course.
All
not
because
only
of
COVID
Celtic.
and not only because of don't riot. That's the thing, but the club is crap. I mean, that's right here. We're out of the cup, so no treble this. No treble this season.
And the Europa League probably, right?
The Europa League is done. Yeah, we're completely out of that one.
Liam, question for you, mate. Do you think Dundalk FC can beat Celtic?
You never know.
Because I don't know if you're the new. Yeah, they beat Athlone Town 11-0. Michael Duffy scored goals.
Ultimately, if I quickly pull up the Scottish Premiership, we'll take a look at the table race. Rangers are on 41 points, played 15 matches, and Celtic are on 30 points, played 13 matches. So we have a couple games, but
you need Rangers to lose, and right now it's not seeming like that's going to happen.
No, because they've literally conceded 3 goals all season. They've scored 41, let in 3. They're playing very well, and we are playing shockingly.
Yeah, Rangers, they go out and draw top Portuguese side Benfica. Celtic go out.
Yeah. And not only that, not only did they draw Benfica, they were winning against Benfica till the last minute.
Both matches, yeah.
No, we are in a very I was thinking about this today actually. It's like we're at 9 in a row, and say you're going down the highway. And you're going at 100 miles an hour, and everything's calm, everything's going smoothly. There's no issues. If your engine light came on, you can pull over, you can check on that, you can fix that. What Celtic are this season is all 4 wheels just exploded, just everything just, poof. And now we're like, oh shit, we're now just rolling end over end into the ditch. We're on fire at the moment. No one knows what to do. No one's in charge, it seems. The board keeps having Zoom meetings going, yes, Neil Lennon, he's the man. We believe in Neil Lennon. He's a legend. I don't give a fuck if this man's just had Celtic tattooed across his chest. If he's not winning, he's not winning. It's simple.
Man, this
it's
sounds
very
like Barcelona
simple. You're a manager.
Sounds like Man United a couple weeks ago.
It does, 100%. I mean, both your clubs at least are financially capable of somewhat salvaging something. I know you're bankrupt. I know.
We're fucking broke.
But you can sell Ousmane Dembele for 100 and something million.
No one's gonna buy it for that.
We can't. If we sell Hudson Edward for maybe 30, who scores any goals for us? Fat Lee Griffiths? I don't think so.
You couldn't even sell Luis Suarez. People just want him for free.
Can I piss while he rants? Is that okay?
No, I think he's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to mention one more thing before we get into questions. So sadly, earlier today,
oh yes, I heard about this.
Papa Bouba Diop who, has passed away at the age of 42 due to ALS. Former player Portsmouth, former player of Fulham, scored the first goal at the 2002 World Cup for Senegal against the then world champions France. Player that was loved by many, and yeah, this is last time I can probably bring this up. I have this match day program with him and his autograph on the cover, and
that's cool.
Yeah, he was part of Portsmouth's 2008 FA Cup victory. He was a player loved by many, and he'll be missed by many. And may he rest in peace.
Do you want to transition into questions?
Well, Waz takes a piss. Let's talk about how fucking shit Nate Robinson is at boxing. Oh my god. Let me tell you how I could have beat the shit out of that man myself. Holy fuck.
I didn't watch it, but I just heard he got fucking wrecked.
One of our viewers, let me shout this man out real quick. I want you to put this in because this man's a gem. Where you at? What the hell? What do I call you? Isaac Sopog? Thanks for linking me the @ your gem. Good guy. But fuck, dude. Oh my lord.
Did you watch them or did you just see the highlight?
I watched the highlights of the Jake Paul, but I watched the Mike Tyson one.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson should have won that.
Yeah, I think they just gave him the draw for
to have the second one, yeah.
Respect it, yeah. But no, dude, Nate Robinson can't fight for shit. Now sad. And the worst part
He
is
was
before that.
He was like Snoop Dogg said. He's just street
Dude.
fighting. He was just diving in and just
Before
swinging.
before that, he made a tweet like, "This is for the culture. This is for the NBA. This is for all my athletes." And then gets fucking slapped because you have no clue what you're doing.
By fucking Jake Paul.
And then
Jake Paul was
bro,
all right. Credit to where credit's due. He was all right. But
as I told
he
you,
got slapped
I could have
up.
slapped the shit out of Nate Robinson if he came out on me like that. Now Jake Paul's calling out Conor McGregor. Like Conor McGregor will put that man 6 feet under. Have you seen Conor McGregor fight at any point? They will murder him.
Yeah.
And then Logan Paul, who's like 0-1-1 against other YouTubers, is calling out Floyd Mayweather, who's 51-0 against the world's. Well, fuck these brothers, man. These brothers are stupid.
Funny thing is, 9 years to the date of him getting knocked out, he tweeted nap time.
Who?
Nate Robinson.
He took a fucking fat nap. That guy's shit. Conor McGregor, I know you're a busy man, but please fight. Just take him to the octagon. Take Jake to the octagon for the fam.
That's what Jake wants.
Okay.
He just
Yeah,
wants
but
more and more
Questions.
publicity.
I mean, death is not a good way to
Question-
get publicity.
Back and now to questions.
It is question time. We're going to start off here with I think a good one here. Would you rather win a World Cup or a UEFA Champions League?
That's a stupid question. I'm kidding, bro. But I'd rather win a World Cup. Along with literally everybody on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a World Cup, dude. You
Just
can win the
being with your
Champions League every year.
national team. Yeah, just being with your national team as well. It's just so much more like.
Meaningful.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like
100%.
I think I've had like I've had a lot of dreams of football because I was never going to become a professional footballer. But I think the more impactful dream is like winning the World Cup, holding that trophies, especially like in front of a huge crowd, 80,000, lifting the gold trophy. It's just incredible. And you look at history
It's the
from
most
like the
iconic
30s,
trophy in
40s.
sports.
You know what's weird? I mean, I've never had dreams of winning a World Cup or anything like that, but I have had dreams of myself like walking out of a tunnel with the Champions League anthem. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
the World Cup.
it's the most iconic trophy in sports. Like,
It is 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
and you be like if you win that trophy, you become a legend in your country. And as simple as that. I like this. It's from itswoz. I sent the question in, but this is a great question. It's kind of along the same lines. Would you rather win the Champions League or the league title?
That's another stupid question, Waz.
Like domestic league title.
Not
or Champions
really.
League?
Not really, because I have met people who would rather win the league title over the Champions League. They find the league title more important than the Champions League. I think
Go
I've
for
spoken.
Champions
I know
I'm going for the
Fabian.
Champions League.
I know Fabian, our German friend. He said before how he finds the Bundesliga a little bit more important than the Champions League, or
What team
for
does
some
he cheer
people
for?
it is. But
He doesn't cheer
Bayern
for a
Mu-
team. No, he
he
doesn't.
doesn't really cheer. No, he doesn't really support a team. He just
No,
yeah.
but yeah.
If he's a Bayern
my friend
supporter, man, if
Jamie-
he said some shit like that, I'd slap him.
He's
Not
been,
really,
he's
no.
Guys
been
win
to
the league
Bayern
every year.
games.
He's been the Bayern games, but he doesn't really support Bayern.
I know, I'm just saying, if he was a
just
Bayern
looking-
fan and he
yeah.
said the league was more important
And
than
then-
the Champions League, I slapped him. You win enough.
Don't stop Fabian. He's nice.
I have a friend Jamie who's
No,
from
big up
Liverpool.
Fabian.
He
I talked to
supports
that guy.
Liverpool, and Jamie says, "Yeah, before they won the league title, he would have rather had won the league title than the Champions League."
I
I'm
think
sure
from a-
it also
yeah.
it depends on the situation. Like if your club hasn't won the league title in forever, but you just won the
Yeah.
Champions League. of
But
course.
say
still,
you're,
I mean,
you're a
Ja-
player. If you're a player, what would you rather win? I'd say the Champions League.
League.
Champions League probably.
Sure,
Behind
I'd
the
say
World
probably
Cup, that I
Champions
dream about
League.
winning that more.
It's just yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just
Also,
a
that was
question.
another question. What's harder to win, right?
No.
Next question is, who is the most aggressive player?
Me.
Yap
actually not that
Stam back in his day.
Yapstam, Roy Keane, Nemanja Vidic,
Gattuso.
Gattuso.
Who else is up there?
Yeah, there's been some. I
Gibral
mean,
Cisse. Not Gibral
credit
Cisse.
credit to where
What's the guy's
credit
name
due. credit to where credit due. I watched Diego Maradona start an absolute riot and kick a man in the head. So give Maradona his credit. Maradona could be nasty in his day as well.
I mean, if you...
El Hadj Diouf, man. That guy would kill someone if he had the chance.
He was just dumb.
Players in the 80s and 70s, man. Those players were wild.
Vinny fucking
Vinny Jones.
That guy's so aggressive. He's in fucking action films now, dog.
He held with a world record for the fastest red card.
Joey Barton.
So he was running over the halfway line as soon as the whistle blew.
That's
Joey Barton.
Savage. Joey Barton's just a
Materazzi.
He is
Asshole.
He's just an absolute fucking bitch.
Materazzi's a bit of a psycho. I think Gary Medel has got a little.
Yeah.
Vidal.
Yeah. And
Vidal's kind of crazy.
Vidal.
I mean, Arturo Vidal as well.
Carlos Tevez.
Luis Suarez.
Luis Suarez isn't that
Fellaini. Fellaini elbows people.
Fellaini got Gerrard sent off. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Next question. This is a similar question to the one we got last week. Kind of the opposite side of the coin. The most overrated academy. United.
A little bit.
They had a few
I
good years.
mean,
They had the class of '92, and that's about it.
well, I mean, recently Marcus Rashford's been nice, Greenwood, but
Yeah.
there was a period where we had a couple stinkers like Adnan
I'm
Januzaj.
gonna get torn apart in the comments for that.
I don't think United's that
Barcelona to an extent. If we can put Barca in the same conversation then. Because since Xavi, Iniesta,
I mean,
Messi.
bad. We're pumping out players. We just choose not to use them.
Well, how about
That was
Munir? How's he
Academy's
turned
fault.
out?
Celtic being kind of shit.
Bojan.
We had
Yeah, but
Deulofeu.
that's just because people compared him to Messi. That one's kind of a rough
Lucas, how about
place to
you?
put someone.
If you're doing with local players, I would say Dortmund is slightly overrated because a lot of the players they bring in aren't necessarily in their academy for like longer than a few years. At least the top ones like Gio Reyna, Pulisic. Those guys were at the club at maybe 15, 16, and then a lot of the top sides really they buy the best academy players from the country, from smaller clubs, and then bring them to their academy and develop them further.
It's not just their own players that just grow up.
Like
Man
Jadon
United do
Sancho,
that
he
all the
wasn't
time.
at City for his entire life. He was at Watford until I think he was 15.
Every year, United signs some 16-year-old wonder kid.
I'm still waiting for the day Angel Gomez is good.
He's not on our
Yeah,
team
when
anymore.
the fuck is that supposed to happen?
Tahith Chong.
Angel Gomez is good in Football Manager.
Yeah, honestly. Next question, we're going to go on to the best free kick ever.
Roberto
The
Carlos.
first one that comes to mind,
Done.
in terms of significance is David Beckham to send England to the World Cup.
Roberto Carlos, man.
Yeah.
Name a
Roberto
free kick
Carlos
more
are-
iconic than that.
Listen, that is up there, but I'm saying in terms of stature,
Bro, that
and,
free
what it
kick,
meant,
that free kick has a fruit named after it, man.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Unbelievable stuff.
Hakan Calhanoglu scored a killer free kick when he was with, I think, Leverkusen.
No, that was with
scored some
Hamburg
nasty
against
free-
Dortmund, where he literally had a free kick from
Yeah,
half, and
go-
the
dude.
movement on it was just insane.
Yeah, no one talks about it. That's got to be one of the best free
Lionel
kicks I've ever seen.
Messi versus Liverpool, leg 1 in the Champions League.
I love
Fuck
Messi.
you.
It was good. It was good.
That's a good free kick,
either-
but fuck you.
Either Ronaldo or Rashford.
Ronaldo against Portsmouth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good free
And
kick.
then Rashford
Rashford?
scored a similar. Yeah, he scored one against Chelsea that was similar.
It was good as well.
It was good, but we're talking about the best.
What
no?
about Liam? What about your
Same
boy
with Beckham.
Nakamura?
Shotsuki Nakamura, his free kick against Manchester United, where Edwin van der Sar was left flapping in air. The boy was special. He's still playing. He's 45 years old, playing in Japan.
Yeah, dude. There's another guy in. Is it Japan where he's like, what is he, like 93?
Yeah, he's 50, I think. No, but Shotsuki Nakamura always goes on TV, on Japanese TV, and he does like trick shots and stuff like that. He got a free kick through a bus window from like 100 yards or something.
Absolute legend.
I mean, I remember.
Shunsuke Nakamura. He won the league. He has one where he won the league with a free kick in the 93rd minute. The league was tied on points between Celtic and Rangers, and he scored a free kick at the very end to win the league.
I guess I gotta search it up.
Gordon Strachan's doing windmills on the sidelines.
Gotta love Scotch football. It's just wild.
He's just running around going like this.
But yeah, if you got, we're thinking out of the top of our head. So if you got any free kicks that you think is the best, hey, let us know. Comment it.
Any free kick by a Juninho or a Junior Senni. That guy's a fucking
Any Brazilian,
goalkeeper.
any Brazilian ever.
Zico.
Now this could be a very quick and easy question because there's only one answer for this. Who is the best manager ever?
Sir Alex Ferguson.
bro.
Yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Matt's a
Can't
Barca
debate
fan,
that.
and he's instantly asked.
Sir Alex Ferguson, bro.
Like you can name other ones that are close to him, and that'd be an interesting debate.
But it doesn't come close.
Like Johan Cruyff didn't have the longevity that he did. There's a lot of good managers, but
There's good managers, but there's no other Fergie.
Most underrated midfielder.
right now,
Underrated.
Nabil
It just
Fekir.
doesn't say now or ever. Just fuck off. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
last year would have been Oyarzabal.
Shut up.
With that.
Oyarzabal.
Last year though, people know who he is now.
He's been still very good
Pretty
for
rated,
Sociedad. He's been one of the reasons
Yeah,
they're
but
top of the league.
Yeah, but people know who he is now because of the position they're in. So
Yeah.
We're talking now. We're talking ever.
Well, I'm talking about now. Luis Alberto, he's been good too.
yeah, that guy's really underrated actually.
John McGinn.
Guy got a team of the season card. No one gives a shit about him. That's when you know you're underrated.
He's one of the
John
best.
McGinn's a good shout, actually.
Fucker was
Yeah,
97
like John
overall.
McGinn.
He was like 10K.
John McGinn makes me depressed.
Why?
So rough.
Because we were supposed to sign John McGinn for £3 million when he was at Hibs. And Celtic went, that's too much money. We don't want to spend that right now. And then he went to the Premier League and he got very good.
I mean, I remember seeing one comment saying James Ward-Prowse was underrated.
He is.
pretty-
He was fantastic today.
He's
Paul
just very
Scholes
good
is
at
pretty
set
underrated.
pieces.
Paul Scholes is either really underrated or really
Giggsy.
overrated, I swear. Either everyone
Paul
talks
Scholes
about
is-
him or no one talks about him.
Paul Scholes is generally underrated.
Sergio Bloody Busquets.
Is super underrated. The only people who like him are Barcelona fans.
Yeah.
He ran
that
that,
guy's-
midfield.
That guy is literally. That guy
days.
was literally for 5 years probably the best center defensive mid on the planet.
That's why I signed him at Spurs, and y'all made fun of me.
Who's
Because it's a stupid signing.
He was good.
Who's that
Casemiro,
one
you could say he's
Argentine
underrated.
midfielder?
Are you talking about
There's that one
Riquelme was?
Argentine midfielder who played. He is underrated, but I think his name was Guti.
Guti. I
He
mean,
was Spanish, and he was just an
Yeah.
asshole.
I think he was Yeah, but he was like.
He was, man, cocky little fuck.
Matt, you're cocky.
I'm confident.
Yeah, honestly.
Guti was cocky, bro.
I know this wasn't one of your ones you wanted to include, Lucas, but I'm going to include it anyways. Start, bench, cut. Jamie Vardy, Raul Jimenez, or Alexander Lacazette. Personally, I'm starting Jamie Vardy. Jimenez is on the bench. Lacazette can get to 5.
That's 100% what I'm doing.
I-
Right, if it's right now, 100%.
As much love as I have for Laka, bro, you suck. You're so bad
That's
right now.
100%. That's what it is.
And I love you,
Not even
dog.
close.
I've always loved watching that guy play, and I just, dude, he's so bad right now, fam. So
He hasn't been good for
Sorry,
a
dog.
while. It's really
Yeah.
shocking. I think his contract's running out too.
it's really kind of sad. But yeah, Jamie Vardy's the fucking king of crackheads, but king nonetheless.
Waz, would you say the same
What?
thing? Or do you agree?
Sorry, but who? I was trying to find something.
Vardy, Jimenez, or Lacazette. You got to start one, bench one, cut one.
I would start Vardy, because you can guarantee goals out of him. I would bench Jimenez, and I would cut Lacazette.
Okay, so
You could have just said you agreed with us,
It's like
bro.
we all
Yeah,
said.
yeah, that's
sorry.
what we all said.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I have a question. I like this one. Who is the current The Streets Will Never Forget player for this season?
This season,
I saw this one. I liked it. Yeah. I mean, I always think of Abdel Tarat and Hatem Ben Arfa and Payet when he was at West Ham. But for this
Roman
season,
Alessandrini.
Yeah.
Not this season, but the streets will never forget. FIFA will never
Can you
forget.
see? Can we give that to Danny Ings?
last season, I would
No.
have said Toddy Cantwell because I vibed with Todd
Yeah.
Cantwell. I got to be honest. Danny Ings gets a shout.
Yeah, that's the last season.
Dude, how about
James
Billy
Ward-Prowse?
Gilmore's one game for Chelsea? Streets never forget that.
Well, I thought this guy was world class.
Dude, he is. That guy was sick.
He came out against Liverpool and
Dude,
bossed
he could come to
Fabinho.
Barcelona, bro.
He
I'll
sent
take him.
Fabinho back to Brazil.
Fuck it, man. I'm gonna go sign him in my Barcelona career mode. That guy's a G.
Bakayoko when he had that one season.
Billy G. Gilmore.
B. Gil.
And
There's a couple
Ndombele.
players from Leicester, obviously, like
Ndombele is good, but the streets aren't forgetting Ndombele yet.
Yeah.
No, they'll
Robert
remember him
Huth.
for a while.
Robert Huth. Yeah.
Wes Morgan, the
Yeah.
whole Leicester team.
Christian Fuchs. Mark
Fekir.
Albrighton.
Danny Drinkwater.
A lot for just that Leicester.
Claudio Ranieri.
Bro, let me tell you how the streets have already forgotten Daddy Drinkwater, bro.
Yeah.
What about
Big
Fekir?
Leonardo
Fuck off, bro.
Ulloa
No
up
one
front.
knows Fekir.
Okazaki, man. Okazaki.
What about former Atletico Madrid legend, I would say, Gabi.
Bro, the
No,
streets
yeah.
forgot about him a minute ago.
Listen, the question is answered. The streets will never forget that Leicester team. That is the answer.
What about you
vote
for
still
this
goes to
season, though? Who would
BG.
you say?
Billy
For this
Danny Ings
season,
can get a
yeah, I
shout.
think Danny Ings. I can't really talk.
Who's a good one, dog? There's got to be someone who's better than that.
There's no one that's really saucy right
Nah,
now. I mean, Alan St. Maximin is not doing it.
bro. The streets
not
will
doing
never
it right
ever
now.
forget St. Dude, St. Maximin could
Gucci
do
Helmet.
fuck all for the
Traore.
rest of his life. Dude, that guy could move to like some remote place in Africa and just disappear off the map, and we'll still know him as Gucci Headband. The street will never forget.
I
St.
mean,
Maximin,
Wilfred
guy.
Zaha does what Wilfred Zaha can do.
But he doesn't have the Gucci headband.
No, he's just the only player in
Joe
Crystal
Linton.
Palace's entire
Like
Joe
history.
Wilfried
Linton.
Zaha, like
Joe
Wilfried
Linton.
Zaha actually has to do things, you know. Gucci headband doesn't have to
John-
do shit.
John Joe Shelby.
Adama.
The street. Adama's actually good though. Before this goes, I promised I would do this for a man that streets will also never forget. Shane Lumley, bro. You're welcome. Never at me again. Okay. This man wants me to post it. This man wants to yo shit, bro. Let me give you some pro tips, man. If you want me to freaking post your highlight shit on our goddamn Instagram page, you can't be private, yeah? Like, but nonetheless, shout out, dog. You're welcome.
Well, I think we're going to wrap up this episode. If you have yet to check out our final career mode episode, make sure you do. And down in the comments, there is a survey you guys can take that will help decide our next career mode challenge. So take that survey, give us your thoughts. We may choose your suggestion for our next career mode
But we
challenge.
also might not.
But we're going to wrap. We might not. You never know. We're going to wrap up this episode here. So from Greg, from Maddie, from Waz, Lucas, and myself, Liam, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. Remember to use code 90th at checkout at manscaped.com. 20% off plus free shipping. For almost here at the 90th minute. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game, and we will see you next time.